everyone. My name's Caitlin. I'm a holistic nutrition consultant and the author of a blog called grassfedgirl.com. We're so excited. We have Lisa Sargese here today. She is a professor and she has lost over 160 pounds. She has an amazing story. I've been following her for years on Facebook. She's written a book about her journey. So I think you're going to get some amazing tidbits out of today's video. So make sure and stay all the way to the end and tell us what you like down below and what you thought about Lisa's story. Thank you, Lisa. Welcome.
Thanks for having me, Caitlin.
It's so great. I've been seeing you for years and, I was really interested in your story because, it can help a lot of people. So how did you get started? And tell us, from the beginning, what happened and how you got where you are now.
Well, my heaviest, I weighed close to 400 pounds. And I was very depressed. I was very weak, severely type 2 diabetic with all the comorbidities that happen when your blood sugar is way too high. And I remember I dragged myself, lady friend's back door, and said, Diane, I'm dying. I need your help. I don't know what to do. And brought me into her kitchen, and it began this wonderful journey that included chiropractic, essential oils, and farm food. Let's just call it farm food. I had psoriasis, plaque psoriasis, all here. Now notice there's none here. There's not even a scar.
Wow.
It covers so fully from psoriasis without prescriptions, without drugs. I remember as being severely depressed, I was seeing a counselor, but in order to receive a prescription for antidepressants, you go, all in the same building, this mental health care, you go to a psychotherapist, a psychiatrist, a doctor who can prescribe. And one day I was scratching at the psoriasis, and she says, why don't you go and get some sort of medicine for that? They have pills, they have creams. And I said, doctor, I'm really interested in the underlying cause of this. So I want the symptoms to be there so I can gauge what I'm doing and see what results I'm getting. She says, she got very annoyed with me. And she says, sometimes there is no underlying cause. It just is. And I'm thinking, hon, you'll be out of business with that attitude, because that's what you do. You unearth these underlying causes of depression and anxiety. I'm trying to, so, you got to be careful who you talk to. I discovered raw milk. I'm in New Jersey. It's not exactly legal here, but in surrounding states, you can acquire it. We have Amish people. Thank God for the Amish and their fabulous food. And I started drinking raw milk, the raw butter, the very healthy eggs and amazing food you can get from Amish people. Eggs like with these big fat orange yolks. Nothing like what you get in the grocery store. You put them side by side, it's like, whoa, world of difference. And my psoriasis cleared up. And it's gone, and I can't prove I ever had it because I don't know if I have a picture. Now we have to tackle this, my weight loss. I did get weight loss surgery. I think that's a very extreme solution, and it's temporary. Weight loss surgery will not help you. Now they're calling it long-term weight loss surgery. I'm like, you marketing demons. It will get you through a year or two if you're lucky.
Yeah.
But because I had my lady friend and her kitchen, we're getting together at least once a week to eat the farm food, and she's teaching me how to eat. The weight started to come off. Because when you're eating a high protein, moderate fat diet and lowering your carbs and feeling positive, your body will want to find its healthy weight.
So what made you go to that lady? What made you go to her for help?
She seemed to know things. She seemed to be, her family was always trying different holistic nutrition. And she had a daughter who had a lot of skin issues, who was doing an elimination diet. She had essential oils in her house. chiropractic. I mean, these were things that were alternatives to the help I wasn't getting from the traditional medical field.
So what year did you have weight loss surgery?
Uh, the gastric bypass was it. I do this a lot because I lost a ton of weight, so I have this. So yeah, I'm vain. 2006, I had the gastric bypass.
Okay, and then so you lost. So tell us exactly what happened after that.
So I went through withdrawals. I'm not saying I was eating a perfect, holistic kind of diet. There was still a lot of sugar in my diet, even up until recently. People who are doing low carb or keto, we think that cold cuts are a good source of protein. I guess they are, but they're full of sugar. So it's going to mess up your keto anyway. So I was going through withdrawals because I couldn't eat as much as I had been eating.
And you were 400 pounds before the surgery.
Correct.
They didn't, sometimes they make you lose weight. They didn't do that.
Yes, I lost, I think, 13 pounds prior to the surgery. They do make you do that. Look, I'm not telling people to get it or not to get it. It may have saved my life. It bought me time. But it does not sustain health, and it does not sustain weight loss. You have to change your life. And that's what I've been doing ever since. So I wasn't losing weight fast enough. My father, old Italian guy, he's like, how come she's not losing weight? I'm like, Daddy, I lost 30 pounds. How can you not tell? Well, you can't tell on somebody who's, so severely obese.
Yeah.
Say the word obese is a slur. It's not, it's a medical term. So forgive me. I'm using fat, obese, overweight, whatever. These are just words to describe my body. So I started to go to the gym every day, or like 6 days a week, and blog about it. Because I was going to prove, because people were saying terrible things like, oh, you had weight loss surgery. You took the easy way out. There was nothing easy about. I woke up in the ICU. I almost died on that table. These surgeries are dangerous for severely obese people. But I woke up with such a good attitude. Like I was just guaranteed to live because of just how positive I was. I'm praying. I was kicking my feet like a mermaid. All the nurses would come in by me and be like, oh, you're so positive. And having faith and being positive will uplift you. That's foundational to health. I don't care what you eat, how much you exercise. If you're a miserable, unhappy person, you will not be healthy.
That's a good point. Yeah.
So I took off 120 that first year, another 20 the next, and then the rubber met the road. I started to gain weight back again. I had to make some serious changes.
So you went to the gym. Do you think that made a big difference or?
Discipline, daily discipline is magical. I don't care what it is. If you're reading a scripture or you're meditating or you're gardening, but you do it faithfully every day. Or if you have animals, you can't take a day off if you have animals. They have to be fed and cleaned every day. The Amish taught me that. Well, I mean, and also I have animals. But they're like, we can't take vacation days. We have to, if we have to travel, because they sometimes travel to family or whatever, they need to hire people to come in and take care of their creatures.
Yeah.
They're in the barn. They want their hay. They want it, their poop scooped. But any daily discipline is going to raise your spirit. So yes, the gym helped. I don't know if I was doing anything right at the gym. I did a half hour on a bike. I lifted did some machines.
Well, when you're heavy, it's anything helps, right?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, my dad had weight loss surgery in 2005 and similar, has gained it all back. But it did help for a time, it did help for a few years. And then and he never got quite up to the highest weight he was before. So but yeah,
Tell him stop eating bread.
Oh, believe me, I've told him all of it. So, you have some story, I think, with kind of going with the diet culture and kind of accepting your weight and just going with that whole idea. Tell us about that.
Well, I tried to be part of the fat acceptance movement. I tried. Um, Look, people should love themselves. I don't know what religion people are, but I'm a professor of world religions, and they all say the same thing in certain areas. Love thy neighbor as thyself. This is just every religion teaches this. They might use different words, but you have to love others, but you can't do it if you don't love yourself. And it has to be a nice harmony, a nice balance. And I was trying desperately to love or even like myself. And so I found that acceptance movement. And it helped a little. It helped me to, buy clothes that fit and go out into the world and feel a little more confident. But I was so desperately unhappy. I was desperately in pain. Carrying all that weight was a burden physically.
So this
I
was
didn't feel good.
this was after you had gained back the weight from the weight loss surgery.
Yeah, now I didn't gain it all back. I gained back about 70 and I panicked because that's half the weight I had lost. And then I started, I started with that for the mindset, because mindset, if you don't have a good mindset, you're not succeeding at anything.
Yeah.
And then I was hopping from diet to diet, again, looking for something that would supply me with the pleasure of food, because I still love to eat and I still self-soothe with food while not killing me slowly.
Yeah. Have you found kind of a balance?
Finally, I've been at a plateau with my weight for over 10 years, and I finally broke it.
Wow. That's amazing. And what what made you kind of say, like, I'm not just gonna stay and accept because I feel like that idea of healthy at every size is like, just stay, don't diet anymore. Stop dieting and just accept the way you are, and just kind of what made you say, well, I'm not gonna, that those two ideas don't go together, for me.
My blood sugar. So I have knee replacements because being so heavy for so long, plus arthritis runs in my family. So I have two fake knees. They're great, by the way. But so I use the what do we call it? The allopathic medical establishment for what I want to use it for. But they insist that you do certain things, like take it's called an A1C. It's like a blood sugar picture every 3 months. And my sugars were high. Like even my last one, my sugars were high. They kept pushing metformin on me. I don't want to take it. I was on not Ozempic, but Trulicity.
Is that
It's an
similar?
injection. Yeah, similar. It's a type 2 diabetes drug. Even with the coupon and the insurance, it was over $300 a month. I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm not spending that money for this junk. Why can't I just lower my blood sugar on my own? Well, you can't do it eating cold cuts. You can't do it if you don't look at the sugar content of just about everything you eat.
Got to read the labels.
Oh man, or eat things that don't have a label. That's the easiest way. But yeah, we live in a convenience culture. And I didn't like that. So in this new world we live in, there's an app where it gives you the notes from your doctor's visit, and there in the notes it said severely obese. And I'm like, how many weight loss surgeries and how much struggle before that severely obese label comes off of my chart? But you asked about health at every size. Look, you should pursue your best health at every size. Absolutely. And you should feel loved and worthy. We can't lie and say that being severely obese, as it says on my chart, you can't stay healthy in that state. I don't care what kind of TikTok videos you're making of a fat person dancing. God bless you that you dance. Good for you. Stay that heavy. Keep the impact on your joints and your bones. Come on, I had two titanium knees. I can't lie anymore and say it's okay. I could say people are okay. You are lovable and worthy just as you are. I don't care what size you're. You're 600 pounds. You are God's beloved child and you deserve love and respect. But my God, take some weight off, find a way, get some help.
Yeah. So would you say that low carb and like eating meat has helped you?
Very much. And the closer I get to carnivore, I would call myself carnivore adjacent. The better I feel, the more alert I am, the weight's coming off. Um, and counting calories actually matters. I
For you?
hate to
Yeah.
say it. I hate to admit it. For me, I'm not an active person. I'm unactive from here up. I live up here in my mind. So I have to really force myself to move. I'll go outside, I'll pick up litter. I have animals, so I do get that kind of movement, but I really have to force myself to move.
It's
So
hard in
because, what's
in the
that on?
winter. It's harder in the winter too, you know.
You get creative. I mean, like you could do yoga in a mat this big, I could move. So I have to take in calories and burn them. And I was taking in too many calories and I just kept hitting a wall. So I'm cutting back. I took cream out of my coffee. This is very upsetting to me.
Ugh,
Every time
that's the
I want
worst.
to eat dessert, it has to taste like a milkshake. And plus raw milk. Oh, if you've ever had raw sheep's milk, oh my God. Oh, it's heaven. It's like vanilla heaven.
Does that affect your blood sugar though?
Oh, I don't know. If it's raw dairy, I don't care what it does. I know it's good for me and I will ingest it. But I
Yeah,
had to cut back on some calories. So I don't put cream in my coffee right now. It's only been a few days, but the scale is budging.
that's good. So what is so tell us like a typical day of food that you're eating.
Uh, it's not recommendable because I am doing this spiritual quest to learn to endure hunger,
You're doing
which is
some
I,
fasting.
you could call it intermittent fasting. I'm drinking black coffee right now. I get bone broth from the Amish. Now, of course, ambitious people could make it at home, but it involves a giant pot and six. So I just buy it from them. It is solid. That's how much
Wow.
gelatin is in it. It's miraculous. Anyway, so I'll sip broth. And if I get crazy hungry during the day, I'll eat like pickles. And in the evening, I will break my fast with protein and vegetables of some sort. Uh, and I've gotten away from the processed meats. I'll throw, chicken or beef or whatever into the crock pot. And there's my dinner for later. Then I crave sweets, and I know that about myself. And so I have strategies for sweets that will not impact my blood sugar or my weight.
So what vegetables do you like, or do you eat like low carb vegetables or
I
potatoes?
like spinach. Yeah, no potatoes. Starches. It's greens usually. So I just made a crock pot yesterday with chicken, spinach, and cauliflower.
Yum.
Oh, and Amish butter, because you got to put butter on everything. You finish
Yeah,
everything with butter.
yeah. Well, that's really great. So how do you think nutrient deficiencies comes into weight loss? And do you think, how does, you can be so heavy, but really starving, right?
Yeah. So you could be obese and starving, truly, because the foods that are cheap and easy. And when I was at my heaviest, and this might be true for other people, so you eat, cheap, easy food that somebody else made, full of sugar and not nutrient dense. So even though I had my Amish eggs and I have my raw milk, when your body's hungry, it will crave things and make you want to eat. And then it's not getting the nourishment, your body, and you crave more, and it's this endless cycle. So it's so important to have nutrient dense foods. One of my Amish eggs has probably more biotin than some supplement, you know.
Absolutely. And more easily accessible for your body to digest it, you know. And that's one
Absolutely.
of the things I think with the greens and stuff, people don't realize that sometimes those can block the absorption of other vitamins. And so it's like you think you're getting all this spinach, you're getting all this whatever's in spinach, I forget.
It's
And then,
that they have these little crystals, these phytochemical
oh
crystals.
yeah, oxalates, yeah. But
Yeah, they the gut is irritated. It's not absorbing nutrients very well.
yeah, and it's blocking, you know, the good things in meat like B12 or something like that. So um I think that's the secret sauce of the carnivore diet is you're actually absorbing and your gut is healing, and for some people they need that extreme help, you know. Some people can just go like paleo and they're like fine, you know, but for me, I was eating so many vegetables that it was just screwing me up more than I had no idea, you know, that the vegetables could actually hurt me. So, what is your outlook now? What do you think you're gonna work on, and tell us where you are right now? Like you're, we'll put your picture up, and it's really good. I mean, you have amazing progress.
Thank you. Um, I mean, I think the gold standard for carnivore is Michaela Peterson, because she had very similar ailments. Like she had a rheumatoid arthritis. I think I have a combination of rheumatoid and osteo. I'm not going to some doctor to hear about it, because what are they going to do? Give me pills? I don't want them. And she had skin irritations, and I don't know for how long, but it was long. She just ate beef, water, and salt. And she is this vibrant, healthy, amazing. So that's my goal. I don't know if I want to just live on beef, water, and salt, but I would like to move more toward a carnivore situation. I think that's the healthiest for me, but I do it in steps, and I like to feel full. So I still throw, the vegetables in my crock pot. I would like to get down into the 100s. They call it Wonderland in the weight loss surgery world, where you weigh 100 something. Right now I'm at 231, and I will confess that because I'm accountable. I'm making videos every day talking about, sometimes it's weight loss and nutrition, sometimes it's spiritual stuff. Like I said, I'm a big daily discipline person. I want to live in a world with happy, peaceful, self-actualized folks. I can't be happy if everyone around me is miserable. So what am I I'm going to lead by example. I'm going to raise my vibrations and talk about it. And hopefully that helps other people.
It's great. So, you were saying that you have some tools for dealing with sugar cravings. What are those?
Uh, Prepare food ahead of time. So be ready for the cravings. You can make the I keep talking about my Amish, but we can certainly just make it at home. They make it's like with coconut oil, organic cocoa. I don't know what they use as a sweetener, probably maple syrup. They use that for everything. And have something a little sweet. And we don't need that much to satisfy the craving. You put in one nice big scoop of that, and the cravings will go away. But fill up on some protein first. Grab the protein first.
Yes, that's a key, and a little bit of fat, and you should be. And I found that electrolytes really help me too, because I'm always like dehydrated, and the electrolytes really help. And you're getting those in your bone broth for sure. So
I am everywhere. Just look up Sargese. I'm on TikTok because
wow.
My students shame me into doing, why aren't you on TikTok? I'm like, oh, now I have to learn a new thing. So I'm on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. Else there. If you get the audiobook, it's me reading it. Diary of a Fat Girl, How I Lost 140 Pounds and Learned to Love Myself After Weight Loss Surgery. I'm
That-
also on Spotify. I do hypno meditation. I'll put you to sleep, and not just with my lectures in class. But I want people to be mindful and calm and relaxed. You could look me up on Spotify as well.
That's great. You guys are really, I mean, it's good you're sharing your story because I think so many people are struggling with the same things and, can really take away some good um, words of wisdom. So, all right, well, tell us just a little snippet of motivation for some people who maybe are stuck at home and can't get off the couch.
So come up with your why. Why do you care about any of this? Why do you care about nutrition? Why do you care about being well? What is it you want in life? You want to be alive to play with your kids, your grandkids? You want to leave a legacy of something you're creating? Figure out why. And then the rest kind of pulls you to it. So, like I said, my why is to leave a legacy of wisdom for people to live better. I don't have children. My students are my children. So that pulls me to be better and to be accountable and to live up to my word. So find that for yourself. Find out what your motive, what you want to live for, and do it well, live well, have fun. We're here to love and to learn and to enjoy life.
Well, that's amazing, Lisa. You have really helped a lot of people today. I'm sure that we're going to have a lot of comments, and everyone is going to share this with a friend who needs to hear it. And please subscribe and leave a comment, leave a like. We really appreciate it. Thumbs up. Now go follow Lisa over on Instagram. So it's just your name, Lisa, and then Sargese.
Yes, just type me into Google. You'll see me everywhere.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much for doing this, Lisa. It's really, really great to get to meet you in person, and hopefully we'll keep in touch. All right. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Bye.